Hello. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So as you can see, I've poured a tea for today, and this is blueberry from London Fruit and Herb Company. And no, this is not a food channel. This is a stationery channel, and with food because I love food. And when I was thinking what I was going to do for my first ever YouTube video, I thought, what is a good first video that represents me? And I think everybody's liking my tea journal, so that's what I've decided to do, to show you how I do my tea journal and a little flip through of my tea journal really while my blueberry tea is brewing. So yeah, so I start with this, and this is my notebook and handmade leather. And so I just bought the leather from Amazon and then watched YouTube and stitched it myself. So it's not perfect, as you can see, but I love it because it's my first ever leather cover, and I got really obsessive, and I think I finished it all in one day. And I think I finished it at 4 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, crazy, I know. So yeah, so everything has a theme. This one is from Kubo and Lucy. It's just beautiful, just matches it. And this one is from Aline from Color Cafe, my favorite. I've had this for a long time. And the cover is just a collage of what I have. This is an A6 size planner, which I got from Sterling Ink, I think. So from a D-stash, so which is great. And I reused the Kubo and Lucy packaging. Printed this one, which is a bit horrible. Don't know why it's catching, maybe because of the material. This tea bookmark is from Canada, and I can't remember. Crafted Van, I think, is the name. I bought it. I've had it for a while because I've always been semi-obsessive with tea. And this is my very first page, and this is a reference. Tea tasting vocabulary. I went on a first ever tea journaling meetup, and I met Cleo and two others, Vivian and TJ. And it was a tea house in London, and there's loads of tea. And one of the things that I love was tea tasting vocabulary, and I had no clue they had so many terms. I'm still learning, and as you can see, you can probably pause the video and then try and copy it, or I'll send it to you. Leave a comment, and then I will send you an email with all the information. But yeah, so I took a photo with the intention of copying it and placing it in a tea journal, because I have been thinking about making a tea journal forever. I thought it was just fun. The packaging is really beautiful, and it's just going to be fun. And I think being a chef, oh yeah, I forgot, I'm a chef, and a massive foodie. I love food and eating food, and massive foodie, that I thought it would be just fun. So this was a freebie that I got from an advent calendar, I believe, from Color Cafe. And I started my tea journal with my favorite, my go-to tea, Taylor's English breakfast tea. It's a black tea, as you can see, and it's just strong. You can taste the flavor. And I believe this is, they call it Yorkshire tea here in Britain. And I know, or I think this is a firm favorite in Britain. And they just love it here. And everybody says, like, you want a cuppa? And chances are, if they offer you a cup of tea, it's Taylor's or Yorkshire tea. So obviously it's 5 out of 5. But I'm going to do a flip through of my journal and just see how I've evolved, because I didn't know how to do it. So I just pretty much copied what was in the packaging. And then on the left hand side, you can see that. You can see the brew time, water temperature, and when to drink. So these are just sort of my notes. So you can see, great alternative to coffee, because I think it's strong. compared to a lot of black tea, which I think is very diluted. And then use as a base for bubble tea, which I do. So I use it, I'll brew it, and then add a lot of milk and ice, and then make my own bubbles, which yeah, and then bubble tea. Mango and bergamot, another favorite, the British brand. So anyway, as you can see, I've started venturing into like decorating and maybe adding some notes like overbrew, do not overbrew, it can be bitter. So I think make sure that you read the instructions, because especially green tea can be bitter. And as I've learned, and I didn't know that there's so many things that you can do about tea, that you can overbrew it, it's bitter. So yeah, and this is, hold on, this is from my good friend, came all the way from Hawaii. It came as a Happy Mail, and I really loved it. And oh, there's no rating. I remember rating this as 4.5 out of 5. And yeah, just a little flip through. And you can probably see it's getting more detailed. And another thing you can do with tea journaling is you just draw. And I'll tell you how I drew this one. It's actually quite smart of me, I think. So what I did was, okay, this is my spare phone. And what I did was put it behind. So I found a drawing of lemongrass and then just zoom it in. And then I copied it. And that worked. But you just have to be careful because the screen is sensitive. But anyway, that's another one. I'm probably going to do another video of that tutorial, another tutorial. So it's getting more detailed here. Another drawing. And as you can see, it's just getting more and more. And I decorated. I tried to match the decoration with the color, so that it's just aesthetics, really aesthetics. I tried to match it, and these are from a Happy Mail. I mean, I have a certain style and I have a certain look that I go for when I collect my pet tapes and stickers and ephemeras. I tend to go for neutrals, but what I love about Happy Mails is people give me stuff, you know, it's just a thing that you do. You exchange Happy Mails, and you have different tastes, and I love that, because sometimes I wouldn't normally buy those things or have those things. So what I'll do is use that and incorporate it in my journal, and just, yeah. So yeah, and here's a flip through. I mean, I've become a bit foodie on this, and I've just made sure it's tasting notes here. And then you can also add ingredients. If you find at the back of the tea bag, sometimes you find tea bags, you see that, you see it, yeah, so there's ingredients there. So sometimes I add it here, and it just, well, just let them know, a little reference, and that if you like it. So as you can see here, brewing instructions, when to drink. So that's just 2 things that I've added. But later on, I've become more detailed. So brewing instructions, ingredients, when to drink, and then where the tea came from. So one is from who it came from. So if it's a tea exchange, because I've been doing a lot of tea exchanges nowadays. So it's from Reba, it's from America. And then the tea brand, where the tea brand is from, so that if you do like it later on, you can use it as a reference. So you might be wondering how I do this tea journaling consistently. It's like, no, it is a project one. It is a project journal, and I am not consistent. I just pick it up as and when I want it. And when I'm out and about, here's what I do. So here's the tip. Because I've done this before, where, oh, this is my wallet and my everyday carry, and I've got this little notebook here at the back where it's just random. As you can see, it's very messy, It can be about everything and anything. So I've decided that when I'm out and about, I would just drink tea, and then so I drink the tea, remove the tea bag, and then remove the tag. Come on. Remove the tag and place it inside, and that way I won't lose it. So there are two ways for you to do tea journaling when out and about. So either you open this, if this is paper, so you can open it like this and then write your notes, and that way you won't lose it and you know for a fact that is your notes. Or if you do carry a notebook around or a wallet, an EDC like me, I would do that. So I would just do the name and then random. It's just scratching. Doesn't have to be pretty. So that way when you do transfer it, it's as pretty as you want. It's not scratchy, it's not messy, and you know you have time to actually do your tea. And then you can just play around with the layouts. So this one, as you can see, is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 entries here. It's non-stop. And I also use this when I'm at home. I just have a notebook in the kitchen. I've got through a few systems wherein I have a notebook in the kitchen, or I just write here because I know I won't lose it, because I have I've lost quite a bit. And I think I threw a piece of paper, which I'm gutted, and I have 5 tea bags that I don't know what it's about, what it taste is. So that's one. Everyday carry. Always take notes. And then if you have another planner, and this is my just regular planner, and as you can see here, you can see got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've got 5 tea bags I still need to place here. So yeah, it's I think it's a great system, and you just, everything has a tag, and then at the back of my I just have to be careful what I show. Yeah, so fruit and herb, you can see there's my notes. And some of my notes here. So whatever I have really is just notes. And rating. I rate my tea just because, so I know and remember later on which one's my fave. And then if I have a friend, it's like, oh, what do you want from here? I was like, oh, can you get me this, please? And I'll pay you. And if there is a happy meal, tea exchange, and if something, I mean, I'm cheeky, I ask. They could always say no. And I'd like to believe we've become friends, and they are more than happy for them to ask me for the same tea if I have it available, and if I could get this for them, I would do it as well. So, and I'm not expecting it to be free. I'm more, oops, a blank page there. Oh, this one's you can see I have blank pages because I had time to put it in but then stick it in, but then didn't have time to decorate. But I know for a fact it's somewhere and that I could do it. So, and I couldn't find my stamp. And these are the teas I've had during my trip that I haven't had, but that's for another one. So yeah, let me know if you want just a video for a proper flip through. And as you can see here, it's getting thick. It's not much left, and I have a project for next year, and I'm thinking which notebook to use, whether I do it in one whole notebook, because the project is 365 days of tea, and that's 365 tea bags, which is going to be bulky. And this is almost a 200-page notebook. And as you can see, I only do it on one side just because I like writing information here. And so if you have any suggestions on whether I should do one whole book 365. I'm leaning towards Midori, 2 pages in one day, Midori Hibino, just because I could still do this, so one side and then my notes here, but it's going to be really, really chunky, and that's a whole year, and this is what, 70, around 80 tea bags at the moment, or 75 tea bags at the moment, and you can just imagine 365 is going to be hefty, is going to be proper chunky. Or if I should just split it either into two, and I'm leaning towards Wonderland 222, I think that's the brand. Split it into two so that I have it, and so first half, second half, or split it into quarters so that I have 4 little manageable notebooks. So you do let me know what you think, and I hope you enjoyed that one. Expect more food related stuff, and I'll be traveling to Asia soon, so I'll be showing you that as well, and I'll be meeting a few people, and I'm hoping to go to London Pen Show. So yeah, it will be a mix of things, and I'll be doing a few journal with me. I don't know, I just whatever feel like it, I suppose. So thank you very much for listening, and I hope you enjoyed that one, and I'm going to leave you with a flip through of my journal, and I hope you do like it.